What's up, guys? This is Nick, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the sacrifice of Anakin Skywalker and how that it was affected negatively by the events that took place in the Rise of Skywalker. So as always, if you like the video, go ahead and drop it a like. If you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Now let me be the first to say that when it was announced at Star Wars Celebration, or when the trailer dropped, and I heard the Emperor's laugh at the end of it, and then Ian McDiarmid came out on stage and said, play it again or roll it again, I was just as excited as anybody else is. But then I started thinking, I hope they don't do the Dark Empire run. Now, for those of you that never read the older Star Wars comics, basically the Dark Empire series was about the Emperor. After the events of Return of the Jedi, his soul basically survived somehow. And it transferred from body to body to body to body. But as it continued to transfer through time, throughout the years, it became weaker and weaker and weaker, and he needed to find a suitable host or body for him to transfer into that would be powerful enough to be able to sustain him and basically make him live forever. And that was it. Now there's a problem with that. The biggest problem is by bringing the Emperor back, not only do you kind of make the prophecy of the Chosen One a joke, but you've already made it perfectly clear in the movies that the Emperor is dead and gone. Anakin is the Chosen One, and now we need to move on to something else. Listen, I love Palpatine. I love the Emperor. I love the prequels because it gave us a little bit more backstory on him. I loved everything about it. Anakin Skywalker, at the end of Return of the Jedi, made the ultimate sacrifice to save his son's life. He saw his son throw the lightsaber down, tell the Emperor, I will never turn to the dark side. Basically, I love my father. I won't kill him. You have failed. And you have failed because you don't care. You don't give a shit. You don't love. But I do. And Vader kills the Emperor, basically killed himself by doing that, and it balanced the Force. Now, I understand that some of you could say, well, technically the Force is in balance because if all the Sith are gone, the dark side's gone, all you leave is Luke and Leia, and that kind of puts it out of balance. But that's a conversation for another time. But either way, the Emperor was dead right then and there. That's the way it should have ended. But then we got the Rise of Skywalker. And here's the biggest problem I have with it, is at the end of the movie, when Rey is listening to all the Force ghosts, they throw in that shit line of Anakin saying, balance the Force as I did. Listen, I like Rey as a character, but her journey and her arc doesn't even compare to what Anakin had to do and what he had to go through. That's why I kind of wish we would have gotten Trevorrow's script for 9 and not JJ's. Bringing the Emperor back to me was a mistake. It was purely for fan service, and it really does shit on Anakin's legacy. Let's just take a quick look and just think to ourselves. Let's forget about the Rise of Skywalker. Just 1 through 6. This is what Anakin had to go through. You're a child with no father. You're separated from your mother. You go off to train with somebody who wasn't supposed to train you. Then, after you finally get a little bit older, and you go finally back to where you came from to visit your mother's been captured, and then she's killed, your mother dies in your arms. Then you don't really have anybody to turn to. The woman that you did love at the moment was currently rejecting you, but you end up getting her. Then you have visions of her dying, so you do the worst thing imaginable. You kill a Jedi Master, you turn to the dark side, you murder children, you fight your best friend, you're left on the side of a hill burning alive, and then spend years as basically a robot with nobody, and you almost kill your son. That is a journey. I mean, I can't think of another story where somebody truly goes to hell and back. But look at what the journey brought back in the end. The Force is balanced. The Emperor is defeated. The Empire is defeated. The Sith are no more. That's what makes his journey so incredible. That's what makes it so special. But Look what happened. Everybody talks about what George would have done. George's episodes 7, 8, and 9 were going to focus more on the midichlorians, and he talked about Luke training with a young girl, or Luke was going to have a Padawan, it was going to be a female, but never once did George Lucas talk about bringing the Emperor back. I understand that some people will always look at Hayden as the chosen one. Anakin is the chosen one. I remember when he was at Galaxy's Edge and Disney even tweeted the photo out and said, hey, look, the chosen one is at Galaxy's Edge today. I get all that. But to me personally, after the events now of the Rise of Skywalker, it's hard for me to look at his journey, what he went through, what he did, as a hero's journey. As this is what the chosen one was supposed to do, to bring balance for the Force for merely a moment, because he didn't really defeat the Emperor. And even if the Emperor that we have now is just a shell of himself, the fact that Palpatine has returned takes away from Anakin's sacrifice. And that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. As always, I appreciate you watching the video. Go ahead and throw something in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you think I'm completely full of shit? I'd love to get your opinions. If you like the videos, throw it a like. And if you like the video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. I'm going to have some more content coming this weekend, early next week. I'll catch you guys then.